Psychic kills.
Sackler.
I think Impeccable wins.
Yeah.
I don't know what the coverage move on it's Shadow Ball. Okay, yeah, that kills.
Oh.
That's game.
GG. Well played.
Oh my god, Burrito. These two guys are so fucking good. It's insane. Oh, huge crit on the psychic, but it's not enough. GG to Impeccable. Impeccable out at third. Back in the money again. Impeccable has been making top 3 very consistently now. Before that, he was always just barely out of it. So huge. GG Impeccable. Congrats on third. And we're going to Grands ZS versus Burrito.
Welcome back, Howie.
Oh, we're in game.
Oh,
or at least, yeah, we're picking our leads. This is, and is this? I think this is RU. Sure, let's go with that.
Is like Pessimian like always like banned or scarf? At least in rain bats.
Yeah, I
Could be
definitely like choice
here.
sets. Yeah, there's a lot of things Mantine wants.
Gong shot. Okay.
We see another turn 1 kill. Burrito apparently ready for that. Goes Copperajah, and Copperajah turn 2 is also what we saw last time.
Yeah.
But since the Pessimian is choiced, they're gonna have to switch out. Stealth Marks are set up. Mudsdale's out. Pretty good answer for this Copperajah. Probably can't do much about it. Mudsdale might set up rocks on their own here. That's what we're gonna see.
Raquinid.
Ilias apparently running heavy duty boots. Volt switch to kill the substitute. What does a Raquinid really want to do here?
Oh, it is Silvally Steel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so the preview doesn't show. Okay.
I was just about to say, I like that when you get to grand finals, usually both players play really quickly, both because it's getting really late and also because they're like experienced players, but they're taking their time here. Okay, parting shot. He's got parting shot and he's got volt switch. Leech Lift does so much, but I mean Helios is very threatening here. You probably want to Snorlax as Burrito, but yep, there it is.
Yep.
Volt switch again, and now you go Pessimian, and you threaten, and now you have to catch a fighting move. Probably want to go back to Araquanid.
Mantine. Oh,
yeah, Mantine's good here too.
Probably the only value Mantine will get.
I mean, ZS's positioning is really nice here. It's pretty aggressive. Burrito's on the defense. Yep, ZS is just going to U-turn.
U-turn.
Really nice. And now Helios is back and now it's threatening the Mantine instead. Yeah, because basically...
His Volt switch again.
Yeah, because Burrito switches for the Pessimian. We're both kind of weak to Helios. And now he can just Volt... He has Volt switch, he has U-turn, he has parting shot. Like, he can just keep doing this all day. Especially with the Helios having heavy-duty boots. Okay, Mantine catches a close combat.
Yeah, there's a close combat.
And now you have to hard switch as ZS, and you kind of have to switch into what might be a Scald as well, or even a double switch. I feel like Burrito loves the double switch in these kind of situations. Nope, ZS is just going to stay in, not going to overpredict it, just going to kill with close combat. Makes a lot of sense, actually. And I think Burrito... I mean, like, yeah, what can you even switch in on close combat? It's really hard. At least Araquanid gets a free switch in there, so the stack kind of makes sense, actually. Both players now on Araquanid, one substitute. Okay, I think these guys are... I see.
Toxic. Okay.
Is Yes's Aggro going to be the same set? Probably not. I feel like this one's more aggressive. I think they're doing the same amount of damage, right? Yeah, okay, this is probably the same set.
Yeah.
Comes down to the speed tie, but ZS wins it. Your Wackonid wars have been won, and now slowly, it's just Salazzle in the back that resists the Pessimian close combat. Liquidation does so much as ZS sacks off Araquanid. I feel like we're going to see a quick 1-0 from ZS here. Pretty good head start, and he needs it too in a set where he's coming from the loser side of the bracket. Yep, that's Copperajah down.
Salazzle.
He'll probably just get sacked here.
Overheat.
Yeah. And then you go Scrafty.
Scrafty. craft do you have for this? Like a rock move, maybe?
Ooh, nasty
nasty
plots.
plot.
Okay. The old ZS sets a bulk of this. Might not be Jover. Ooh. Nah, this is fine. You do it.
Oh, the burn?
Actually, really huge burn. But the shed skin.
Oh, the shed skin.
No way. But that bird, the one-turn bird is like what he needed to survive there, but over he doesn't nearly kill.
He doesn't do
it's all
yeah.
good. It's all good. Quickly moving on to game 2 as Burrito throws up a GG.
GG.
And, ZS. We know he's not. We know they're not unbeatable. Impeccable put them into losers, but
he's making a comeback.
I think Burrito might be looking for some little cup here, but it's. I think this is UU. I want to say. Looks about right. I feel like all the Ultra Beasts are in like UU. Can I get one right? It's NU again. How did I manage to get a Selby with a grass move and a Jellicent with a water attack? It is what it is, my friend. Yeah, Inteleon lead is going to be the play, and Burrito deciding to go for Delmise.
Okay.
Which seems like a good play here. I like it. It kind of it's decent into pretty much everything. Okay, we see ZS U-turn. Poltergeist.
Oof.
The Citrus Berry being harvested means that Poltergeist will work again. The interaction is really weird here. You kind of don't want Harvest to proc for like one turn, kinda. But also, I feel like Burrito doesn't necessarily want to stay in on this anyway.
What's the Poltergeist taking from Executor though?
Wait, I think.
What's Burrito expecting?
Yeah, I don't know. What does Executor want to do? That's a good question.
Oh, there you go. There's Arcanine. There's the flamethrower.
Makes sense. It is Intimidate Arcanine. There's no Defiant on this team, at least. What does Arcanine want to do? I guess just wall it? Toxic.
Toxic.
Yeah, it's defensive Arcanine.
Draco.
Oh, that's so much damage.
Lives.
Very, very close. This might be huge because Arcanine can heal back up with Morning Sun, I believe. And should heal out of Draco range here. Yeah, I could see. Yeah, I could see this being teleport. Yep, exactly. And Inteleon kind of forces Arcanine back out. So now you're going back to Delmise, I assume.
Delmise. Oh, try to predict the switch.
Yeah.
Didn't pay off.
Burrito just staying in for the Morning Sun is kind of crazy there, actually. Dude, the way that Burrito predicts it just somehow works out every time. It's kind of crazy.
Teleport Arcanine, okay.
What, dude, ZS trying to catch every double switch here, and it just doesn't work. Or every switch here, and Burrito's just like one step ahead of him. For them. Really, really like the way Burrito's playing this.
Where's he go? Drapion? Yeah. Is this a switch into Copperaja expecting a poison move? Or knockoff?
ZS stayed in for the Draco. That actually does kill.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Executor dies as well. Okay, Vileplume's coming out for Burrito, expecting the Inteleon. I kind of like it.
Okay. What Vileplume has?
It's so hard for me to tell who has the better matchup here. I actually don't know. I feel like it's Burrito. It's really hard to say. It's just Z's. Oh, like the plural of Z. Yeah, but the Z is lowercase and the S is capital.
Okay.
Zangoose Slayer. That's probably it. Dude, grass types got kind of f***ing shafted because they don't have access to hidden power fire anymore. When they removed hidden power, they should have made like a fire move that like most grass types get, and then made like an ice move that most electric types get.
Or it gets weathable in the sun.
That's true. Good point, actually. I take it back.
It's all very useful in like random battle situations when you don't get a sun Pokemon.
Yeah. Maybe we're reading too much into it. He just tried to make Viper ask you with 2 letters. Oh yeah, but we're reading too much into it. You're right. that is a perfectly reasonable reading. Giga Drain does not kill Inteleon here. Ice Beam does 88, so yeah, Inteleon's got a kill here. This Inteleon sprite looks pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. It's not on the level of the others.
Yeah, it looks like a adolescent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not quite out there. It's like an evolution step between Inteleon and whatever the middle stage is, Drizzile or whatever.
Yeah. Will Flamethrower crit?
Dark Slayer doesn't do that much. I mean, Arcanine wins this matchup, I think.
Oh yeah.
Unless it's like a roll in Dark Slayer rolled really low.
Saxon Inteleon?
Okay. This is starting to feel very much in Burrito's favor. It's really hard for ZS to answer this Arcanine. I feel like the Inteleon was the only thing that maybe could have dealt with it. I guess Dark Slayer are doing 53 now. Because it's no longer intimidated. That looks a little bit better for ZS, but fuck. Stack attack does not take a lot of damage. Is it finally time for Stealth Rocks? I don't think it does that much here.
Something.
I guess it is finally time for Stealth Rocks. Yeah. You might as well, predicting the Mudsail switch, I guess. I can still matter.
Ja? Ball Flame?
I think CS predicted the Vileplume switch there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the stack attack sprite looks insanely good. Okay, he crashes nothing. Dude, the Arcanine is just such a big wall here. This is basically a free Morning Sun again, yeah. Okay, ZS stays in, predicting it. Rock Slide does 38, yeah. No, you just can't. You just can't. Like, on paper, it seems like the Arcanine should be handleable, but especially with the Inteleon out of the picture, it's just having such a hard time with it. Delmise for the Mudsdale. Yeah, it seems like everything that ZS has is kind of answered on Burrito's side. That's so much damage. Even after, I think the next one will kill after Stamina proc. After Stamina Leftovers, it's close. Doesn't quite kill, yeah.
Yeah.
One more Protect, one more Toxic. Do you go for double Protect? Yeah. Tries and fails.
Yeah.
Okay.
Arcanine. Delmise.
Yeah, the fact that Burrito stayed on the Inteleon that one turn was a little crazy, but it's a very typical Burrito play, and for some reason, he always gets away with it. This looks like ZS is kind of on their last leg. Grimmsnarl. I know we saw it do like 53 with Darkest Lair earlier. This might be a range. Maybe switch one more time for Burrito. I feel like the Vileplume switch makes sense, yeah. Sack the Vileplume. Actually even gets the effect spore off. What a crazy person. And there's Arcanine Intimidate. I think that's gonna be game.
Yeah.
1-1 tournament point for Burrito. Unless there's something that ZS can pull out here, but Rock Slide missed to rub it in. Alright. GG's from ZS.
GG.
1-1. Burrito. Can you bring it home? I feel like Burrito actually has reasonable answers for Clef. But the Toxapex looks really, really, really good here. Okay. Torn versus Hydreigon. I think Torn just always wants a U-turn here.
What does Hydreigon do?
Switch out, probably. Yeah, Corviknight. That makes sense. Ooh,
knockoff.
Yeah, ZS reading the switch goes for knockoff. Makes sense. Burrito's the one using slower U-turn. That's nice. It's lost the leftovers on this, but nice tempo advantage here. But what can you even go to? Oh, the Torn is so bad. It has to be Heatran, yeah.
Yeah.
And what do you click?
Knock off the leftovers.
You click Magma Storm. Okay, okay. Nice.
I mean, you can always use it out of it, yeah.
Yep. Another Magma Storm.
Legislature.
Yep.
Yep.
Nice damage land by Burrito. Oh, it's gonna take a while, but I feel like ZS's team just looks so strong with Clef and Toxapex. It's gonna be so hard to break out with Burrito.
100%, yeah.
And I think
just
ZS
price
is
it
pretty
up.
good at OU too.
Prices up rocks, right, Landers?
Yeah, I can see it here. You're taking a lot of damage, but no balloon on Heatran. Corviknight the switch, so that makes sense. No read by ZS here, just hard goes Earthquake because he knows Burrito likes to be a maniac. Stealth this turn instead. And then Corviknight U-turns. You kind of, what do you even do on Lando? Like this just looks so hard. It looks so hard for Burrito.
Ice Beam Nidoking. Nidoking's got to do a lot here, hey.
8-Bit Musik. Danke für die 24 Monate. Danke, danke. Nidoking, Ice Beam, Freeze, go to Blaziken. Yeah, that's basically... Okay, catches the Victini on the Earth Power. Nice, nice. I like it.
Okay.
CS immediately goes Torn.
What's Torn going to do? Probably just clicks U-turn, no? Knock off. Oops. Thunder miss. Oh, no.
Unlucky, man.
Sludge Wave predict on the...
Huge, dude. This Nidoking is getting work done. You said Nidoking had to do a lot, and it's doing it.
Yeah,
Burrito is predicting out of his mind right now.
Yo.
And honestly, looking at it, ZS's switch-ins to this Nidoking are kind of not that good, huh?
Nidoking has like so much coverage, it's insane.
Yeah. The Lando is so weakened, and this is actually really hard for ZS to switch into now. Now, eventually it's going to get worn down, but I think Nidoking is going to do a lot of damage on the way out. Corviknight switch here, predicting, I guess, U-turn? Yeah. I like it.
Yep.
Fable comes back in. ZS probably looking to heal this up. Okay, defog.
Defog.
Fable heals up. Yep. And in the end, like, I mean, Nidoking did a lot of damage. The Clefable's healthy again, though. Nidoking is at 56%. Heatran on the Torn again. You probably just want to click Magma Storm.
Yup. Of course.
Lando T. Magma Storm again. Really, really good damage on the Lando. You'll love to see this. Ooh, Lando Stealth Rocks, Heatran Stealth Rocks. Okay, the handshake, the handshake. Corviknight for Burrito. Okay, makes sense.
Tapu Koko, okay.
Immediately U-turns. Immediately Clefables. Corviknight just clicks Roost. Yeah, Burrito definitely predicted the U-turn on the Tapu Koko there. Dude, every mon on this team has U-turn. Moonblast is nothing to Heatran. Does Heatran really pressure Clefable? I guess it might. I mean, if you get Magma Storm, you're just kind of trapped. Heatran getting paralyzed here is actually kind of big.
Yeah, that's really bad.
It's just like
Magma Storm power on the Lando switch is gonna be.
Yeah. Is Yes just sacking this? Or was he doing like a crazy double switch? Nidoking comes in, tanks the Moonblast. It's 21% though. Special attack drop.
Special attack drop.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Burrito sends it anyway, but he's gonna get out healed. He's looking for the crit. He's looking for the poison.
Even if it's poison, it's a poor Magic God, right?
Yeah. Oh, the special attack hurt so much. That was Burrito's. That was Burrito's one shot.
That just gets healed by Regenerator. Hey. Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, the Moonblast special attack took off all the pressure off of Nidoking here, and now ZS's position is so much better. And getting that Nidoking back in is going to cost even more HP. It's down on 29% now. It's going to be so hard.
Of course.
Also, yeah, he can't poison fish there, obviously, because he's sheer force, so he was exactly crit fishing. Burrito taking a while to choose his Torn switch in here. The paralyzed Heatran, apparently not enough for him. It's gonna be Heatran, okay. Oh, it's just taking so much rocks damage every time.
Prime.
Yeah, Burrito's team just kind of getting worn down, and there's Toxapex's first entrance. Decent damage, actually. Heatran just...
You're gonna have power?
Ooh.
I
think that was actually a read by ZS there.
Yeah.
Okay. How does Hydreigon pressure this? What's the move? Is it just Draco?
It's probably just that Draco with specs or something.
I think Tapu is such a good switch here, or Clefable is fine too. Okay, you see the nasty plot? Burrito apparently found an angle here, maybe? Possibly?
Maybe.
They're both doing calcs right now, I think. And as ZS decides it's too hot and he switches, Lando T gets set. Oh!
Oh,
wait,
the predict.
Okay,
Wait,
I think Burrito was targeting Toxapex in the back, and he did it again.
Oh my god!
No way!
No!
Dude, this is the first time ever in one of these tournaments I've seen someone outmaneuver Burrito's predictions.
ZS, you need to calm down.
Normally Burrito's so... Dude, Burrito usually looks so good with these predictions. He's always so on point. And ZS is just out-reading him. Heatran goes down, and I think slowly this team is going to start falling.
What are they going to do?
Yeah.
Blaze can probably get shown by Toxapex.
I feel like this is such a huge team diff. There's Rillaboom. Yep, gets U-turned, torn.
Tornadoes. So
Okay,
what stands?
He's trying the next setup.
Grassy Glide?
Does 63. That's actually not that bad. Hurricane does not miss, though.
Hurricane. Yeah.
I think that's what Burrito's playing for. God, Regenerator is such a disgusting ability.
Of course. Healing out, what's that, third? Each
Yeah.
time you switch out? It's insane.
Yeah.
There's a Nidoking.
This is Nidoking's last chance to get something done. Sludge Wave. And now you just go top of Coco and you pressure it out. Yep. And that's all she wrote. ZS is going to reset the bracket. And we'll see one more best of 3. ZS is going to play carefully. U-turns. Toxapex.
Yeah,
it's just you're just completely walled, man.
Thunder Punch.
Thunder Punch in the electric terrain.
No
on the last
way.
possible turn of the terrain too.
Oh my god.
Is this it? Did Burrito find it? Flare Blitz torn.
What?
I think he found it. I think he found it. Close combats because he doesn't want to take the recoil. I think he found a line. Moonblast kills, and I think it's so close. Why did he?
Come on, wait, no.
It's over. Yes, resets the bracket. It was so close. For a moment, we all believed in him.
Oh.
We're
GG.
going to set 2. Yeah, so ZS has 2 Pokemon with Water Absorb and Dry Skin respectively for the Vaporeon. That's obviously really huge. The Toxicroak in general seems pretty damn good for the Vaporeon. Oh god, this is actually going to be such a big brain match. There's so much going on. There's so much to think about. Oh, this is going to be oh, dude. Yeah, this is going to be a high skill matchup.
Okay,
Okay.
Seismitoad, Gardevoir lead. Shrinks the Water Absorb.
Yeah, the Gardevoir can also like copy Water Absorb and also copy Levitate from Flygon on Earthquake switch-ins and
Oh, that's gonna be naughty.
yeah. All right, we're Uniclus immediately here. Yeah, the first question that Burrito needs to ask himself is, how do I deal with this Uniclus? We've seen this like happen 3 times today, where Uniclus just kind of runs away with games. And honestly, so far, it doesn't look too great for Uniclus answers on Burrito's side.
Yeah.
Now, Bronzong might be able to wall it. That's probably the first option here. Nope.
Or
Burrito
just-
just goes to the Moonblast.
Pax Moonblast at it. Oh, Specs Gardevoir.
Specs knocked off, okay.
Yeah.
Moonblast
Moonblast
doesn't
does
quite
not
kill.
kill.
Must have been a range.
Oh,
a lot.
Sideshot crit.
Such a crit. Oh, this is starting really. I thought it was going to be really defensive. And I thought both were going to switch like 2 turns ago, but they're just duking it out now. All right, switches out.
Okay.
Regenerator procs.
There we go.
Unless it's 50% of Togekiss though.
Wait, is it Regenerator?
I feel like it.
If you hover over the mouse, it's HP 4%.
Yeah, I don't think it registers
Magic
that
God.
before. I don't think it registers
Okay.
that until you send it back out. Oh, I think these might be speed tied too. All right, there's
Yeah.
Bronzong. Okay.
Okay. I think it's toxic.
Pretty big, I would say.
Yeah.
Although I think Seismitoad
Uh-huh.
isn't the most important piece here. Because Toxicroak is also going to have the dry skin ability. Rock setup for
Oh, of
Burrito
course,
is pretty
yeah.
big. Yeah, ZS kind of has a hard time breaking through this Bronzong as well, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, this is such a complicated game.
Ooh.
Toxicroak is a really good answer.
Flygon. Focus
Unlucky.
Blast miss.
First mini, I guess it doesn't matter because he was getting wished.
Yeah, I
Depending on the
guess.
set, I don't know how much the Focus Blast damage would have been here. Okay. Flygon versus
Flygon
Flygon.
v Flygon. U-turn.
If you're Burrito, you probably just go Zong. I would imagine.
Mm.
Gardevoir slower. You kind of have to.
There's Vaporeon again.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Ice Beam.
You want to fish for as many skulls as you can.
Skulls, yeah.
Okay, it could be Ice Beam, yeah. You just see the Wish, because
Wish.
we knew that there was a U-turn coming. This is where you go into the phase of the game of the battle where there's going to be switching a lot and being worn down. Where's Hazard's removal for both of these guys, by the way?
Fuck knows, man.
Is it like defog on Vaporeon or some shit? And then like or it could be defog on like Flygon for both of them or something.
Maybe, yeah.
I think Bronzong gets
Defog-
Rapid Spin. Insanely big damage from the Gyro Ball on the
That's-
Flygon.
I did half, hey, yeah.
Yeah.
U-turn, out. Side turn. Okay.
Yeah, Burrito's Bronzong is just really hard for ZS to answer. Like, he kind of has to use Seismitoad, and he's just on a timer.
I would say, I wonder.
Does he ever predict a water move coming here and go Gardevoir for the water absorb? It's really hard for ZS to actually use a water move. That is an insane read by Burrito. What the f?
Jesus Christ.
This is the Burrito we know. This is finals Burrito. Dude, coming from losers bracket into grand finals is kind of like you're fighting a boss fight, and the boss fight has 2 phases. But if you ever die, it's over. ZS is definitely in phase 2 of Burrito's boss fight right now. Okay, Life Orb knocked off a Toxic Croak. Pretty good value out of the Seismitoad. I think Seismitoad's gonna be the first Pokemon to fall here.
Probably, yeah.
Yep, gets a Drain Punch for a little bit more HP. This is physical Toxic Croak on Burrito's side and special Croak on ZS side. It could be mixed for Burrito, I guess. Flygon's threatening this now. I think you just go... You gotta go back to Bronzong, right?
Yep.
Here it is.
Oh, Roost.
Roost. We've seen U-turns. It's unlikely to be Defog, I think, right? It's probably Earthquake and a Dragon move. Turns back to Croak. Takes another Stealth Rock hit, and Gyriball takes it all. Yeah, I think ZS just doesn't have an answer for Bronzong.
No.
Has to go Suicune now, and Toxicroak is just going to wall that. Can actually break the sub there. Oh,
that's
huge Ice Beam
crit. Ice Beam?
Okay, not being able to break the sub is a little spooky. Drain Punch will heal him back out of Ice Beam range here. Flygon switch in. Interesting. He's going to force it back out. Burrito's just so well positioned, man. I think he takes this.
Yeah. Oh, Trick, Choice Scarf.
Okay, Togekiss had Flamethrower the entire time.
What the fuck?
And ZS just kind of waited until he was in the correct position to do it. This is kind of nice for ZS. But both of his Water Absorb Mons are down. Vaporeon is kind of untouched. I think it still looks really good for Burrito, but we'll see what ZS can pull out of his hat. Gunk Shot takes over Uniclus. Down to 3 Mons now. Yep, I can see it. I can see it. Yeah, the only thing Flygon can do to Gardevoir is U-turn.
Yeah. Without Specs, I don't think Moonblast one-shots.
ZS is getting so much value out of this Flygon. Do you go back to Gardevoir's Burrito?
Does Steelix get spin?
I don't think so. Or maybe?
Does Steelix take that?
Steelix is toxic.
I guess Togekiss, yeah? Yeah, the Flamethrower.
Friend's Flamethrower gets toxic. Togekiss will die.
Yeah.
In 2 turns, I believe. Protects once.
Protect.
And then I think you go Vaporeon? How do you want to position yourself here?
I mean, you just have to sack Togekiss. It's just dead to rocks, no?
Yeah. I'm thinking of what I think of what Burrito wants to do. Maybe you just sack Steelix, shoot for the double protect. Probably not though.
No. This Suicune can come in, right?
Okay, it's Gardevoir sack apparently. I think that makes a lot of sense. Still has to deal with Flygon though. Oh, I don't know, man. I think the Toxicroak beats the Suicune though. No, it doesn't. It doesn't even do 25% with Sucker Punch. I guess with Drain Punch. I guess we'll see here. This is so close. I think Burrito is still ahead, but Yes, so careful with the Suicune because he knows.
Crow
it's
cannot
win
have like a
condition.
setup move. It's not
28. How did that not break the sub earlier?
a low roll.
Yeah.
24%.
Back to Flygon. Pressures it out again. Yeah, the Flygon plus the Suicune combo was what ZS needed. Burrito is not out of the woods, man. This looks so spicy. Drain Punch PP. 6 left. I mean, that's more than enough. I don't think you're killing Drain Punch more often than that. I think Suicune can win this. Oh, keeping the Toxicroak alive in the back is also so important for mind games. Okay, interesting. Okay. I don't know if I like that. Burrito stands to do more switching than ZS for the rest of this game, but
okay.
I think that was a read on the switch. Question is, does Burrito have a dragon move? Goes for the earthquake. Oh, is that game? I think that's game.
Must be game. Yeah.
Yep, you literally just keep clicking earthquake with Flygon. Does he have enough PP? He should. Yep. Burrito found it. GG. Yeah. So great. Take it to the truck, Burrito. We're going to Little Cup, baby.
Oh, let's
go.
My favorite.
I think first is so hard to break for Burrito. Okay, both decided to go with the Elekid lead. I like it, I like it.
I like it, I like it. Chinchou.
Makes sense. We see Psychic revealed from Burrito.
Psychic.
We see Life Orb revealed from Burrito as well. Which means it's probably... Is it going to be a mixed set? It might be.
Is it different sets?
They could be. There's different sets for different mons, yeah.
Yeah. Get tired of it. Okay, another Psychic. Okay. Skull does a lot, jeez.
Yeah. Elekid does not have a lot of HP. Okay, I think you just kind of click Psychic again here if you're Burrito, but like... Okay, yeah, Lax makes sense. And now one more Life Orb recall will kill you, depending on the percentages here. Depending on rounding, but yeah. Does it get the para? Does not.
No para.
This might be a long game, because we got the Recycle Munchlaxes on both sides. And no real way to break them, I think.
You can let off
so much this Drillbur here. I think the Drillbur is not that crazy. Yeah, ZS decides to sack it, because I think it's probably not going to get a lot of value. Wingull now. What does Wingull do in this? What is the point? It's not Drizzle.
We don't just get like Drizzle or anything, no.
Yeah.
I guess it's just a water type, huh? That can kill Anorith.
Guess it just scalds anything it wants to, yep. Oh, this looks so good for ZS. Elekid being down is huge. I think you gotta go Munchlax. It's Spritzy, okay. Does Burrito... Is it gonna be the defensive Spritzy or the offensive Spritzy? Let's see it.
What's a defensive Spritzy?
It'll have like in Wish, yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. I see.
Yeah, Earth back in. Spike setup. Knockoff onto Ferroseed is kind of huge, actually. But a paralyzed Anorith is also really huge. See a rock setup. X Scissor does 45.
God damn.
You don't win this. Unless you get a crit, I guess.
Rita could go on Munchlax. Or Finger. Fingers would be bad. Oh, Wingull.
Okay, gets the spin.
Rapid
At
spin.
least. Wish healing
was
the
that?
Wingull is
Berry
insane. Yeah. Dude, Wingull is really fast. That speeds like everything. Burn on the Spritzy. I think that's fine. Knockoff is
Doesn't have
not
to be-
fine though.
Doesn't have to be early kid though.
Yeah. Okay, Lunchbox.
Alright.
This is Berry Juice proc. Do you just recycle?
Oh,
You're kind of giving him...
fuck. Oh, here we go again.
It's fine, it's fine. There's no real way for Burrito to break it here, but...
Yeah,
you can spore it. You can threaten the spore.
Sure, yeah, I could spore.
Decides to stay in.
Fish.
What's Burrito fishing for here?
Ara? Wait, no. Wait, no.
We see Wish,
no,
we
no.
see Recycle. Oh, I like it. I like it.
Oh!
Burrito.
That's
I like it a lot. Oh, no, wait, did Burrito just fucking... I mean, like, Moonblast doesn't kill from here, so Munchlax can recycle again. But if Munchlax recycles again... obviously Burrito's faster, so he can't just covet. He has to Moonblast. Oh, Bison just kills, okay. So he decides not to recycle. He's not playing this game. Okay. Oh, he can't recycle it because he didn't use it. You're right, yeah.
That's what I said. Can he recycle
Yeah.
when it's like...
No, you're right. Okay, so now Burrito's Munchlax is alive in the back. And ZS's Munchlax is dealt with.
Okay.
Oh, okay. It's gonna be Morlul.
Okay. Surely Morlock kills here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because Ferroseed can't actually do that much to Morlul either, depending on what the last move is, because we've seen Spike's Thunderwave Giga Drain.
What last move do? Oh.
Ice Beam does like
Ice Beam.
43. Actually, I was saying this earlier, but now that I think about it, the Morlul... I don't know what it has to damage Ferroseed, but maybe Ferroseed doesn't have much to damage Morlul, so... Very interesting. It's Anorith, Hurricane Miss.
Hurricane Miss?
Oh, yeah, it kind of makes sense that you don't Scald there. The miss is a little bit sad, but it kind of doesn't matter, right? Because you just Scald to kill anyway.
Yeah.
Now it's suddenly a 3v3.
This got interesting, huh?
I'm not so sure about Burrito being behind here anymore. This actually looks really fucking good for him. The Munchlax looks really powerful. How can Burrito deal with the Wingull, though?
Probably Munchlax.
You would imagine so, yeah.
Yeah.
He's doing the calcs right now. Alright. Think this is where Burrito can pull it out. Scald burns are going to be important here. Body Slam paras are going to be important here. And whether or not Munchlax has Fire Punch is going to be important here. No substitutes. Wants to protect itself from, Okay, yeah, we see Ferroseed now. And now ZS is asking, do you... Oh! Gets para. He does have Fire Punch. That's 20% taken from Iron Barbs. I don't think ZS has a way through the Munchlax. I think it's GG. That para killed it. Rip GG's, says ZS in the chat. And I think ZS tried their goddamn hardest, but Burrito is just not beatable in these tournaments. Wait a minute!
What?
There's a chance?
Infinite para?
Another para, doesn't matter, Life Orb Recall kills, and now it's Wingull against the world. He needs to hit every Hurricane. There is a world where ZS wins it. I like the substitute there, fishing for the para. Hurricane misses. For para, doesn't get it.
Unlucky.
And Burrito is once again the champion. Dude, I'm saving this guy so much fucking money. Jesus Christ, man. Stefan, thanks for casting with me. I really appreciate it. It's always nice to have someone hang out instead of having to do it all on my own.
No worries. If I'm awake next time, I'll join you again. Yes.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks so much. See you later.